Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
DJ PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Jusuf Nurkic returns to the Jazz. 2 years, $22 million. Everybody happy to have him back. Scott, that is a great move. He's one of the best backup centers in the league. Scott, absolutely. Doug, yep. Ben, let him run the second unit. A lot of unity in the community, PK.
All you got to do in this community to be loved is say, I love it here.
See?
And they still worry about that stuff. And Nurkic has done all that. Is he a player that could help you win? I don't know.
He's a good enough backup center.
And why has he moved around so much?
Because he was a starting center for a long time. Yeah, he didn't move around as backup. And also, I think it's the nature of backups, they move around.
Well, if he's good enough, why do they move around?
Save money. He tries to go somewhere and be a starter. New management comes in. They got their guy that they like and they trust. People want their own veterans. I mean, one of his moves was in Denver.
Win.
One was in Denver, and they got the Joker, so they didn't need him anymore. That's why he went to Portland. I don't know what went wrong in Phoenix other than that was not a good year and, was
they
the locker room.
Couldn't wait to get rid of him.
Yeah. But they change things up all the time in Phoenix. That was a pretty good year last year.
Okay, then why did he move from Portland? Why did he move from Portland to Phoenix?
Because he was a starter in Portland, and he went to he was not good enough to be a starter anymore.
Then why didn't they move him just to backup? Why does he have to be a starter?
Because they were paying him starter money, and you don't usually get to cut a guy's pay.
Then why would Phoenix acquire him if he was getting starter money?
Because they were wrong, and they had a bad team.
Then why did Charlotte acquire him?
I don't know what happened in Charlotte, other than none of us ever know what happens in Charlotte. Charlotte's just a black hole.
You got an answer for everything.
Well, I do. As a matter of fact, congratulations to me.
PK, it's the Atlantic Division.
Yeah. Just watch your other TV shows in there. We don't need your help right now. We'll let you know if he needs Timothy Amber Thiessen music.
Hey. Saved by the Bell is a legendary show.
Okay.
I mean, he was a starter in Denver. His first season, he played 62 games and started 27 of them.
Yep.
He was a starter in Denver. His second season, he played 32 games and started 3 of them. He was a starter in Denver. His first season, he played third season, 45, and started 29. He was not a starter in Denver.
Joker came along, right, but he went to Portland and got starter money. He started some.
But if he was such a great backup center, why didn't Denver keep him?
Because they were paying him more money, would be my guess, but I don't know. Go back and look it up. He's okay. He's good enough, PK, and that's why people move on sometimes, because the team thinks they have somebody else, or they have somebody else for less money. I mean, you're the one living in the past now. I thought I got to live in the past.
Because you told me he was a starter in Denver. It turns out he wasn't.
How many games did he start in Denver over 3 years?
I just read the numbers. You want me to read them again?
Over 3 years, did he start like 80 games? So he's a part-time starter, and the Joker emerges and he moves on. So that's why he moves on.
32 games in 2015-16, he started 3.
Okay.
That's not a part-time starter.
I thought you said 32.
32 games played.
32 games
starts.
played. He started 3.
Spot
Is that
starter.
when it? Well, there were.
I have no idea. I'm just saying.
He's had 2 years.
And he shot 41% from the field for a center, 61% from the free throw line, and a whopping 5.5 boards a game. I mean, come on.
He's had 2 seasons that got wrecked by injury. He wrecked his leg, and I think he had a shoulder injury. So that.
Oh man, I don't know. 2 seasons. He played. In Portland, he played 37 games one year. He played 56 games one year. He played 52 games one year. In Phoenix, 25 games one year.
So is he not good enough to be the backup then? I mean, I think he's good enough to be the backup. You seem to not think he was good enough to be the backup. Why did he move around so much? He wants to be a starter. He's not quite good enough, especially when he has the 2 major injuries. But at this point, isn't he good enough to be the Jazz backup center?
Depends on what you're looking for.
2 years and 22
I think
million?
the fact that he he liked it here. He put up really good numbers here for a losing team, if that matters. I don't think it's a big deal.
I'm
fine with it, but I don't think it's going to determine winning or losing.
Can he come in and make one or two plays for you?
Yeah,
and that's
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. The comments you're reading, act like this is a great signing.
Well,
I don't think it is because he likes it here.
Fans tend to love the players on their team, especially if the player loves them back.
That's what I said. Yeah. In this city, it's such a big deal to be loved back. I would be fine with a transactional dude who came in here and said, "Hey, they're paying me the money. I'm going to come in here and ball. I'll give you everything I got. Then when I'm done, I'm out of here."
Isn't that the mindset a year ago when he came here? I thought he was transactional guy. Thought it was short term. He'll play. He'll make some money. They need a backup center. They've got a bunch of kids. Mix a veteran into it. That would probably help. And it clicked, and everybody liked it. And so run it back. There's no better options out there.
I don't know about that.
I'd agree with that, but there aren't any obviously better options.
I'll go with that.
Right.
I'm fine with it. I just don't think it's a big deal. If he would have left, I wouldn't have batted an eye. I wouldn't have. Wow, that's a crushing blow. Now Kessler leaves, I'll be bothered by it.
Yep. Although, if it's for a lot of money and they get somebody who's...
I'll still be bothered by it. I don't care about the money. I don't pay the money. The money is irrelevant to me. I want to see the team win. I'm a fan, not because of money.
But you know the teams have made decisions on players because of money.
And I'll be disappointed.
Right.
It won't be because, the money. No, I'm not going to view you're the money guy. I never got into sports from the business angle. I didn't go to MIT. I don't care about the business angle, but I understand it's important and they have to worry about that and they got capologists and all that, but I don't know who they are.
We're going to have a capologist on that you found in your phone yesterday as we struggled with his name, Eric Pincus. He'll join us at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, all that stuff is important, but not to me. If Kessler leaves...
You'll be bothered. They invested in him.
I'll be disappointed.
And then he's gone before they found out how good could he really be. He should have a couple more years of getting better.
Especially in the situation where he can really flourish.
He's a double-double guy who's good at blocking shots, and there aren't a lot of those guys out there.
If he averaged double-double for the Jazz in this next season, they're winning 50 games.
Best thing that's ever happened to you financially. Go.
Easy. Sold my car on Carvana. Amazing offer.
Really? I hit 200 on a scratcher.
Did the scratcher come to your house and hand you a check?
No.
How many scratchers did you hit to get that? I hit a button on Carvana.com once.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like the lottery, except you always win.
Not like the lottery at all, actually.
Exactly. Inexplicably good. Offers worth bragging about. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
None of that would surprise me. If he averages a double-double and they win 50 games, I'm not surprised.
Which is why I want him to come back.
Yep.
Nurkic, come back, fine. Nurkic, don't come back, fine.
You can find another backup center. The best thing about it from a basketball perspective is that Kessler is more of a defensive force and less of an offensive factor. So I think the backup should be the flip of that. And then I agree with what you said earlier. Not only do they need someone offensive-minded to sub in case Will needs to play differently, match up, or whatever, but also because there are so many guys who can score on this team, what's the point of putting out an offensive-minded center with all these other guys? There's just not enough shots. Kessler complements them. Defensively, he should help, and he doesn't have to get a lot of shots, but you can throw him the ball, alley-oops, whatever, offensive rebounds, putbacks, and he can get you 10, 11, 12 points a game. He did it 2 years ago when he was not perfectly healthy, because apparently this shoulder was bugging him for a long time, but he was healthy enough to play most of the season.
He only played 5 games, I think, last year, and he's 14-10.
Yeah.
So I'm actually expecting him to be more of an offensive player beyond dunks. He's not Gobert here. He's much better offensively than Gobert.
Agreed. Much better catching the ball. A lot less frustration with him dropping the thing.
And I think he's got better post moves. And I think he's stronger.
he can get through a little bit of traffic.
He won't be knocked off balance as easily.
With Gobert, you really needed to throw the ball up by the rim and let him go get it and dunk it.
Right, and he was great
and
at that.
And if you threw him the ball,
excellent defensive player.
Yeah, if you threw him the ball 5 feet from the hoop, it started getting dicey. Even if there was a pretty clear path. Yeah.
Oh, once he put the ball on the floor,
there was trouble.
Forget it.
Yep.
And he was probably going to fall and look awkward. I also think that, and I disagree with you to an extent. I'd rather have 2 defensive centers.
Yeah, I can see why you say that. I mean, there's so many guys who can score it on this team.
Right.
But I do think that there are times, and it'll help some of these guys and may really help Peterson. When Peterson needs to get easy buckets, when he goes through the inevitable shooting slump, if he's out there with Nurkic, they've got to go out and defend Nurkic. It'll be easier for him to get a layup, stop struggling, get another layup, stop. So it will make it easier for the guys in this team who want to drive to the hoop, who want to slash. It'll make it easier for them to play a few minutes with Nurkic.
The good thing about Nurkic is he's got a huge body.
He is a big human being.
And just going out on the floor, he should be able to get 7-8 boards just by checking into the game.
Yeah, I can see your logic on that. Assuming he gets enough minutes, which I think he will because Kessler's never played more than 30. So I would think there's at least 10, maybe 15. I won't be surprised. I know Jackson isn't a center, but I won't be surprised if he plays some of the minutes at center because depending on who the other team has out there.
And relative to the way the game is played now.
Exactly.
It allows that.
And there'll be matchups. You don't want him going out there and matching up with Wembayama and the Joker and all. I mean, that's just.
That's why I want to see coaching this year is going to matter more than it's ever mattered for Will Hardy. And how creative does he get?
Yeah.
Because he has the ability to, or the opportunity to put out all sorts of lineups that can make the other coach think, oh my gosh, what are we going to do?
Right.
With the height, the athleticism that the
tall
guys have.
Yeah, if they zig, how do we zag? Yeah. Either match up with them and beat them at their own game, or
Which
go
I don't
different,
think they can do.
Or go a different way and make them match up to us.
If they went with Jackson at the 5, Markkanen, Bailey, George, and Peterson, obviously, every single one of those positions, with the exception of George, are pretty tall for their positions, but they're also extremely gifted. Each of those guys
can pass it and can shoot it and can dribble it. And yeah. How are you going to defend them?
Right.
And that might be a lineup that they try for a while and just throw it out there and see.
I think you have to.
See, hey, can we outscore people? Yeah, people will score, but we're going to be scoring at such a clip it doesn't matter. And I think we'll see all these things. I think there'll be a lot of experimentation.
Isn't that lineup the most enticing the Jazz have ever had in its history?
If you're
since they've been in Utah?
offensive-minded, which most fans are, yes, it's very enticing. They have never had this kind of positional size where they are so likely to be so much bigger than the other team.
And they all can move.
And they're still skilled.
Highly.
So, yes, it's very intriguing, and it's why we do crazy things about talking about why a 60-win team or 60-loss team might turn around and become a 50-win team. First off, that was a fraudulent 60 losses in the first place. It was probably really a 45 or 50-loss team if they'd really gone for it. And now they've added Jackson.
And Peterson.
So they had Jackson for a couple games last year. They had Kessler for 5, and they had Peterson for 0. So this is 3 players that we all have high expectations for. In the case of Jackson, he's very proven. And they only played 7 games out of a possible 246. Holy cow. Huge upgrade. And it's not just us. And we had Brendan Haywood on, and he's the Jazz are coming. And you can flip on random podcasts, and random national media members are like, they're going to take a step forward. The question is,
go ahead.
How far? Some people are saying
far.
50 wins and top 6. The people who are less optimistic are still saying 500 play-in tournament. That seems to be the floor
I got more
for
than
expectations.
That. But see, I don't have to worry about disappointment. I think fans and management would never want to put a number on it because then you hold them to it, and they never want to do that. And fans have the defense mechanism, so I'm not hurt. I don't care. I will not be hurt.
Yeah.
There's never been a pro team in my life that I was hurt by when they lose, ever. And I'm certainly not going to be here. but I am jacked about their expectation of winning at an extremely high level because I think it's realistic. I think 50 absolutely is in question or in
play.
In play, thank you. Yes. Yeah, I believe that.
I do too.
I think they'd be one of the better teams in the West.
And I like the depth. Some of the guys that they had to sit, hide, stash, minimize last year are going to be playing smaller roles, but we saw them pretty good in a bigger role. I don't see why they can't execute these smaller roles.
I agree 100%.
You know, and
we were talking about that yesterday.
I know. And Sensabaugh would get buried at times, and defensively wasn't there at times. He's going to be unnoticed now more than ever. Dude, look at all these players. You got to bring it if you're going to get out on the court. So I expect a little more from him. But there are going to be days he's going to be in the rotation because there are going to be days guys miss games. And I still believe, and you do too, and Yak does if he's not watching Saved by the Bell, that Sensabaugh is going to get hot, and we are all going to stand there and just like, here he goes, heat check, bang. Mike Breen, everybody will be Mike Breening it in their man cave, wherever they're watching.
Okay.
But he's no longer expected to be the fourth or fifth or sixth best scorer.
And I think Nurkic can do that too.
He'll have his moments.
I think he will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And I'm even willing to throw in Filipowski in that.
Yes, I can see why. Collier
will have his moments, but we're talking about scoring, and I don't see him as a big scorer, but I see him
Collier is a guy
being able to play a role.
Collier is a guy who fits
Change of pace, dude.
Yeah, and he fits really well with Nurkic.
You need something to mix it up.
They can't stay in front of him, and then if Nurkic comes out and sets a screen and the other team has to switch, it is instantly chaos for the other team on defense. So
and Nurkic is a good enough offensive player to do damage. I'm fine with the signing. I want to make sure that. But if they didn't re-sign him, I would have been fine.
They could have found another backup center.
Yeah.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Queen Carvania stood haloed by the morning sun. An army hung on her every word.
My champions, I have sold my chariot on Carvana. 'Twas a lovely SUV, an inexplicably queenly offer. They're even coming to the castle to collect it. Tonight, we feast! An offer you can feast on. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.